What guys don't understand is that a lot of times our confidence, women perceive it as insecurity because we don't notice how much we're acting. Women can see through our acts. Like women are so good at noticing when a guy is being fake, when he's trying to come across confident, and it actually repels them. So we're going to be watching her talk about what are the three male insecurities that turns women off. And then we're going to go to the blackboard and I'm going to show you guys whiteboard actually. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to destroy your insecurities. Okay. So let's begin with the video.
3 signs of male insecurities that turn her off. When a woman is a little shy or insecure, it doesn't matter to the majority of men because most men tend to actually prefer this so he can be more alpha around her. However, this theory doesn't apply to a woman's attraction to a man. I know, it's kind of unfair, but let me explain. It's not new news that women are actually more attracted to men who are confident, self-assured, and funny. So here are 3 top male insecurities that tend to turn a woman off. Number 1 is self-doubt. You're always doubting that she even likes you. Number 2,
and that causes you to over pursue and be super needy and creepy,
is you're unable to maintain a stable eye contact. That doesn't mean giving her the death stare, but it does mean you need to be able and capable of maintaining a strong eye contact with her. Try this. Every time you guys cheers for a drink, look at her confidently and just smile. Number 3 is you're uncomfortable with silence. Remember, silence is a good thing. Let the conversation settle.
Now, the problem with this is that you hear it and you're like, okay, how do I do that? Because the problem is that your insecurities feel as compulsions, intense compulsions to act out on your insecurities. And if you don't diminish that, no matter whatever the fuck she says, you're not going to be able to change it. So, but there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. Let's go to the blackboard. I know you're not going to regret it. And if you guys want to work with me one-on-one to apply these strategies, you guys can book a one-on-one phone call with me today and talk to me, okay? And if you guys want to purchase a course from me, I have Thought Game, Emotional Mastery. All of these courses will teach you the things that I'm going to teach you in the next 10 or 20 minutes, okay? All right. So what I'm about to show you today is the method to overcome shyness and to increase your charisma. This method doesn't matter how shy you are. It doesn't matter how socially awkward you are. It doesn't matter how little experience you have with people. This method will calibrate your nonverbal cues, will calibrate the way that you talk in order to project confidence, in order to project outgoingness, and above all, to make you more magnetic. This method I've used on guys that were the most socially awkward guys that you could ever meet. Like when I was younger, I used to work with guys to help them meet women, right? Because they were shy. And out of all the methods that I've taught, this is the method that I'm gonna teach you guys, and this works, okay? You don't have to change your personality. You don't have to get better looking. You don't have to change anything about yourself, but the only thing you're gonna be changing is how you look at them. Now, mind you, it's not supposed to look high, but it looks high, so maybe it's a projection. But the method is called the soft gaze effect. Now, what does that mean? Well, look, many years ago, I remember one time I got dumped by an ex, and I didn't have any prospect to meet women. Because I was in New York City, I was working from 9 to 6, so I couldn't go to clubs, meaning like drawing clubs or those types of events. I wasn't on online dating because I was broke. So I didn't have a good way to meet people other than on my way home. That was the only way I could meet women. But the problem was I was too shy. And when I would go up to them, I was so fucking scared that my anxieties will turn the women off, right? And there's a phrase that applies to this, which is the self is always coming through. So I had an issue where I would approach a woman and I'll be nervous. And then when I was nervous, she would get nervous and she'll feel some weird vibes from me. And no matter how much I tried, it didn't work. So what did I do differently? Well, what I noticed is that if I change how I feel about her, it'll change how she feels about me, no matter how much she knew me. What do I mean by that? When you're approaching someone, you naturally start to assume things about them. You start to say, they won't like me, she has a boyfriend, she might reject me. And those words tend to create a reaction in your mind and body, right? Because you react to sensations, you react to thoughts, and it creates a sense of anxiety in you, to the point that when you try to go up to her, you're going to assume she's going to reject you. And so you're going to act in such a way that will get her to reject you. It literally becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I had to find a way to change how I saw them. And I realized many years ago, when I used to study NLP, which is neuro-linguistic programming, it's a form of hypnotism that tells you that how you see the world is how it's going to look at you. And one of the things that I've learned in Buddhism is that the way to transform the world around you is through empathy. And one of the things that I've noticed that whenever I felt nervous, I wasn't being empathic. Why? Because whenever you develop empathy, you stop seeing people as enemies. You start to see everyone as a friend. And have you ever met someone that talked to you like they knew you? Doesn't that, like, I remember there was this one guy, I went to volunteer at this meditation retreat, and I remember him, but he didn't remember me. And I was like, hey, how's it going? And he gave me a look of like, you know me? Like, it's like there's a certain way that you talk to people when you feel like you know them that actually makes them like, okay, I guess he knows me. I guess I'm going to be nice to them. Like, it's one of the weirdest things. And so when I would approach a woman, one of the things that I did was I had two methods. I either one, filled myself up with compassion through the metta meditation, right? It's called metta. Just look it up, people. I'm not going to explain everything here. It's called metta. I may explain it towards the end, right? And this metta, what the way I do it is that I imagine, I still do this to this day, but I don't approach people. I put the song Hum of the Ocean by Titanic. Hum of the Sea, to the sea. I don't give a fuck. One of the two, right? It's a Titanic song that goes do-do-do-do-do-do, right? And so what you do is that you do that to develop your compassion. So you walk around or even, go on Uber. And just every person that you meet and see in your mind, you say, may you be well. May you find happiness and may you find peace. You see another person, may you be well. May you find happiness and may you find peace. You do that while listening to this song or whatever song brings compassion. For example, for me, another one is Ed Sheeran, Thinking Out Loud, right? That song makes me feel like, oh, I could love people, right? And so what you're doing is that you're conditioning your brain to not see people as enemies. And what happens is that over time, you will literally stop to feel anxiety, because what this does is that it creates a sense of familiarity. You stop seeing them as enemies. When you first see people, you first start seeing them with sharp edges, right? Like that's how your brain perceives people. When you don't know them, they have a soft edge. As you get to know them, the soft edges becomes replaced with softness, right? It comes more soft. And the softness will make them look more friendly. Well, this person looks pissed off now, right? But with the softness will make them look more friendly. And this friendliness comes across as you start treating them like they're gonna treat you with friendliness. You literally start assuming comfort. We call that, it's literally called assuming. Jesus Christ, people, it's not an earthquake. Even the dog is saying, assuming comfort, right? So what you start to do is that you start to see them like you see a family member. Like you before you approach the person, this could be done on a date, on a meeting. For example, if you got to meet a bunch of people, in your mind, go one by one. May you be well. May you find peace. May you be happy. Or to the whole group. You cannot be anxious when you're wishing people love and happiness. That's impossible. It's how that works. The reason why you feel shy is because you see them as a threat. Like you think they're gonna hurt you. You think that they're gonna they're not gonna like me back, blah 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 blah, and that causes your body to stiffen up and to start preparing for the rejection, right? And
now we're gonna go to a quick little 2-minute commercial break. If you don't stick around to it, I'm closing the channel. Now, if you want a whole course that talks about this topic, we're gonna go to a quick little commercial break where I explain it. Okay? Now watch that whole commercial, or else I'm closing the channel. Let's get to the commercial. What guys don't understand is that actually practicing meditation literally makes you more attractive to women, because it actually prunes out all of the needy, creepy habits that we develop from rejection or from expecting rejection from women. And meditation, I mean, even the Buddha, like if you read stories of the Buddha, a lot of women wanted to sleep with the Buddha. If you read stories of Hare Krishna or any enlightened teacher, they'll say that a lot of the times these women became enraptured by them by just them looking at them in the eye. Practice developing a spiritual practice is sexy to women. Masculine energy with spirituality is literally a woman's kryptonite. If you guys don't believe me, do a 10-day meditation retreat and you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, you don't have to do that. Well, I recommend if you do that. And it's actually free. It's called Vipassana. Go check it out. It's for free. I recommend it. But if you don't have the time, check out this course. It's called Emotional Mastery, where I teach you guys. It's a 5-week course to improve your dating life through practicing meditation, because it's going to give you all of the habits that you need to radiate masculinity. If you're a woman, it'll radiate femininity. If you're a man, it'll radiate masculinity. And I've seen it in my life. It's the first when I applied this, all the women that I went on a date with, all of a sudden wanted to see me again and again and again. It's to the point that I'm not even interested as much anymore. Like, I'm more picky with women. But out of all the things I've ever done, meditation, especially the ones that I'm going to teach you, makes you more attractive. How? Because your reaction's lower. You become more nonchalant, unreactive. You let go more. You care less. And women are more drawn to that energy. So purchase this course. It is a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you purchase it, you could join our meditation group on Zoom and WhatsApp, where you meditate with me on a weekly basis, okay? And there's a bunch of bonuses in this course, so go check it out. And if you don't like it, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, okay? So with that being said, let's continue with the video.
What happens is that this becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, where you literally start to create that. It's like people who have a hostile attitude. Like, I think I have sort of a hostile attitude I've learned throughout the years. Not that bad, but enough for me to see how I've affected my life. And it's a real true thing. If you feel anxiety, you have a little bit of hostility. Like, it's like you're saying they're gonna reject me. That's like hostility. You're predicting hostility, and that's why you feel shy. Most likely, your parents, especially if you're a girl, your parents told you to be more shy, to be more in the quiet, to not ruffle the feathers. And so you were rewarded to be shy. You were left alone. And so you like to be left alone. That's what shy people are. They don't like to be bothered. What this does is that it removes the sensation that they're an enemy, and you start to see them with love. The more you practice this meditation, the metta meditation on a daily basis, especially if you use music, your brain will start to rewire itself to look at everything with compassion. For example, me, one of the meditations that I like to do is that I'll literally look around my room and wish and just have compassion. So, for example, it's like, imagine that you're looking at this stick, right? Look at this stick, right? You're looking at it, right? Now it looks like a stick, okay? Okay. Now imagine that this stick is your mom or your dad reincarnated, for example, right? Just imagine it. Imagine that you're looking at the reincarnation of your parents, and that they don't know that you know, but you know that they are your parents, right? You're looking at it. And then you start to notice that you're looking at it with compassion. It's like there's a certain quality that arises from it. You're like, oh, may you be well, may you find peace, and may you be happy. And it starts to have like a friendliness to it, right? And it's not that you're fucking schizophrenic because you're doing that, but that your brain has the ability to feel compassion for abstract things, for things that are alive and things that are not alive. That's why you feel compassion for TV characters, right? Your brain is flexible enough. But what happens when you're angry and the TV is not working, right? You're like, this motherfucker TV. You'd be like, yo, it's a TV. That's like the anti-compassion, when you make an enemy out of it and you literally want to shake it up like you're shaking a baby, right? You're like, motherfucker, get better. But rather than create hostility, you create friendliness. Literally, anytime you feel shy about a situation, develop your compassion. Don't develop your confidence. Don't try to be confident. Just try to feel compassion. Try to feel love for this person. One of the things about Buddhists and Christians, they're not shy. And one of the reasons why they're not shy is because they developed the love of God. They developed empathy. Jesus was big on compassion. And one of the things when you have genuine love and compassion, you're not shy. You're just not. Like it's really difficult. For example, let's just say you love your baby. You tell me someone who you feel love and compassion for that you're shy. You're not. Now, the next quality that happens is that it makes you really magnetic. Because people can sense friendliness emanating from you. And it comes from a real place. If you genuinely love someone, they're gonna feel comfortable with your eye contact. As long as you don't like them because of you're needy and creepy and needy and desperate. You know, the source of this matters. But if you look at people, for example, I've seen differences when I'm gonna I don't know, I sound like hamana. When I'm on a date with someone, many years ago, I was socially shy, right? I would do the love and kindness meditation, and my shyness would just go away. If I see a girl and I want to approach her, but I feel shy, I would literally do the love and compassion meditation, and I approach her, and consistently, because people, I'm a psycho. I've done A and B studies, meaning I've done experiments approaching women with this method and without this method. I had the stats on the website because I posted it because I was really curious, but there was a difference. The reason why is because when you're approaching someone and you feel like they're your family member, you will literally look at them differently. And if they say, for example, if you sense some hostility, imagine you're trying to cuddle with your dog and your dog is like, right? You're not gonna be like, oh my God, my dog hates me. You're gonna be like, oh, come on, doggy, don't be like that. Come on, come here. And that is it feels natural. Like people can sense the naturalness. And even though they may be hesitant, your natural response, because you're not acting, think about it, when you're not using this, you're trying to be confident. We're using light energy. We're using love and compassion. They reject you, you don't say, oh, you motherfucker, fuck you. You're like, okay, I just want you to be happy. It's okay if you don't like me. And you take rejection better because you want them to be happy. And people can sense that softness, that lovingness emanating from you. And consistently, people will tell you have a nice vibe. Consistently, ever since I started practicing this type of meditation, I don't say that because it goes with the video, but I get a lot of people that approach me. Sometimes they know my YouTube channel, but sometimes they approach me because I give them a vibe or because you seem like a nice person. It used to happen more when I was a Christian. Maybe I had a Bible in my hand, so maybe that was a big difference. But they would approach you, and the reason why is because the self is always coming through. The self is always coming through. So one of the things, go here, right? So one of the things that I advise you to do is that if you can't use this method, you want to be able to anchor your confidence from something else, right? Actually, let's write that down here, right? You want to anchor your confidence. So what do I mean by anchoring your confidence, right? We're all confident in one area of our lives. So something that you could do is find who is a person that you're confident with. For example, my dog Missy, right? I would imagine my dog Missy before I would go on a date. So if I would approach a girl, for example, and I'm nervous, I just think of my dog. I'm like, imagine you're approaching my dog. Imagine I'm approaching my dog. And sometimes I would even call him my dog's name, Missy. So you can call him anyone Missy, because, Miss, right? Like, hey, Missy. She's like, hey, do I know you? I'm like, nah, I just saw you. You look really nice. I had to come over and say hello. Or I just saw you and, the way you look, I can't let you go without saying hello. That's a crime in 5 countries, right? And she's like, oh my God, you're so cute. I'm like, oh my God, you're so adorable. But like, yeah, no problem. But then most importantly, if they will respond like this, hey, excuse me, I saw you. And she's like, no, don't talk to me. Or like, I imagine Missy, bark, 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 bark. I'm like, all right, no problem. Have a good day. Like, you don't internalize it. One of the things about rejection is that it sticks to you. This doesn't stick to you. And then over time, you literally develop a happy personality. And not a happy, creepy, nice girl personality, nice guy, but more so like a positive person. And people will literally be drawn to you, man. I'm telling you, this is all you need. Like, I've done this. I've taught this to guys. It's really easy. And you know what's the beauty about this? It's something that really makes you happy. You will literally start to have compassion for inanimate objects. So that means, like, even if you see a tree, or a tree is alive, you'll touch it, but it'll be more tender. If you even when you're writing, this is why when you meditate, you go slower. You do it with love and compassion. And so your writing is more like a meditation practice. And it's just slower and more quality. When you're drawing something, you have compassion for your drawing, and it makes your drawing feel more alive. You give life to everything through compassion, and in turn, you do everything better. Socializing. Think about it. You're giving a gift and you do it with compassion. Don't you think the gift is gonna be better? Like literally. You guys think I'm just trying to get you to meditate, all right? I know it's kind of true, but this really works. Like, you try it today, and if you don't stop being shy, I'm gonna give you $100. Monopoly money, okay? Just do it, okay? Trust me, you'll see it. And if you guys want to learn more about that, go check out my course, Emotional Mastery. It's actually a course that I created where I teach you everything in this and about manifestation in that course. So go check that out. If you don't do it, I'm closing the channel, okay?
All right, guys, we're going to have a brief intermission so that I can tell you guys about our new bundle that we're doing where you guys can purchase all of my courses and get it at a discount. So this bundle is pretty much the bundle where you could just buy all of my courses. You could buy Nice Guy, which is a training course on how to come across more assertive, how to come across more confident, how to not give off nice guy vibes. You guys can get access to Dark Game, which is my full dating course on how to meet women in different scenarios, how to attract women, how to make sure you don't come across as creepy, and essentially how to act like a man and not act like a doofus, to be quite honest with you. And you get all of these bonuses, which is the bonuses of Dark Game, the bonuses of Practical Mastery, which is about how to master a skill, Social Mastery, which is how to master your social life, and the Laws of Human Nature, which is a book club videos that I had dissecting Robert Greene's book. All of this is naturally at around naturally is at $346, but you guys can purchase this bundle and get it at what's the price again? Get it at $238 pretty much. So you guys can purchase it right now. It's a money back 30-day money back guarantee. It's a good way to, rather than just buying them individually and paying extra, you guys can just purchase everything at a discount price. Now, the only thing I don't like is the fact that I'm giving you a lot of information at the same time. That makes me kind of scared because a lot of times people don't do the things that I teach when you get too much information. But I've gotten too many requests to do this, so I'm just satisfying you guys. Purchase it right now by clicking on the description down below where it says purchase the bundle. All right, let's continue with the video.